I never dreamed about success. I actually worked on it because the knowledge I have, it doesn't comes from great books. It comes from my experience, uh, my necessities, and what I want to see in my me as a leader. So my being a leader, I have three basic pillars uh, for my leadership skills. The first one is being a team player. The second one is having a transformation plan, and third one is focusing on time management. Now, all the three pillars, it have a great story regarding it. It's not like it just came in once. It's what the situation demanded me as. So I these see these three things as very important for me. The first one is being a team player. Now, it was the year 2012. I was in a rendezvous. Rendezvous means international tournament, and you are expecting to face the best teams across the world. So the theme was it was a science competition, and it was a five people team. And what team I got was third grade kid, fourth grade, seventh or eighth. And how will I teach them concepts of quantum mechanics, thermodynamics, kinetics, mechanics, everything? And I had no chance of winning with this team at this level because these are the best in the world I can face. And I scored a silver medal here. This is Rendezvous 2012. I scored a silver medal here. Now, how did I do it? My team had limitations. I can't teach them science, but I can make them cram things. I proposed a model, a 10-step model, scientific model, and the first step I put it blank because whatever they gave me, I'll maneuver it in such a way that entire process loops accordingly. You don't need to change anything. Just cram it properly. That's the only thing they have to do. I proposed a model. I took a while to propose it. It was a big headache for me. So this is what we did, and the plan was successful, and I scored a silver medal there. And that's where I recognized team being a team player as a very important thing in a leadership style. In regard of it, in from 2008 to 2013, I competed against many organizations like Limca Book of Records, University of New South Wales, International Youth Fellowship, International Koshki Federation Australia. It's for martial arts. Uh, Rendezvous 2011, NSQs, and in those 5 years, 5 or 6 years, I scored 59 medals, 12 golds, 28 silvers, 19 silvers, being a leader or for individual success. And out of those 59, 22 were internationals. 22 were internationals, and it's all because of the first thing of being a team player, recognizing I made everyone work efficiently. I made my plan so flexible. Now, moving to the next one, uh, transformation plan. I am not a huge fan of having plan B or plan C. I am more into maneuvering my plan because if I am having plan B and plan C, I have to change tactics, and most of the time it's not comfortable for the team because they are with a different mindset, and suddenly you change everything. Yes, I just do subtract something or just add something to it, uh, just to keep things same, the process in the same way. Now, why did I do it? In 2013, I went to an engineering college. So I was working with many different companies. Even my personal experience, I worked with HAL. I worked with many aviation companies like Honda itself or Taneja Aerospace in Bangalore, Hosur, many places. So I felt like everyone has different work ethics, different scenarios, and if I keep shifting my principles, I'm gonna go crazy, right? And the same things will happen with my team. So I just uh, eliminated the habit of adopting things. I am more like adapting to things. So keeping in regard of that, I work with many companies, being a team leader or a team or a part of the team. uh, I did many research that time, successful research, two in hypersonics, one in laminar flow, two in aircraft mechanics and assessments. And apart from that, I had two international conferences regarding my research on the behalf of my team. It was pretty successful. Apart from that, I was also a sport person. For 1.5 years, I led Air India. 8 months, I led Falcon India in cricket, all that thing, and my success rate was 80, above 80%. So the second pillar, I justified transformation plan rather having plan B and plan C, just making things more flexible or on the same track for rest of the people. The third one was time management, and this was something I learned when I came in Australia. My leadership style become more efficient, and the reason behind that is Australia. I worked in Australia already for 6 months, and Australian work culture is monochronic, and Indian work culture is polychronic. Uh, Monochronic means focusing on one thing at a time. Indian culture, in India, we see time as a loop. We feel like time repeats itself and we manage different things at a time. So, yes, we accomplish things, but it's not that efficient. So, when I came here, I learned how to focus on one thing at a time, and it increased my efficiency. If time management, it really boosted my efficiency to next level. I did many things being in Australia. I published columns, and in fact, right now I have 14 international columns in my MBA. Then I played cricket here. Assessments, my grades were very good. I assessments, I was leading my team from the beginning, even in my publication itself, even in sports itself. So learning about time management, it really just boosted my experience being a leader. Now, if I look at my career, this sums up my career. I scored in past 12-15 years. I scored almost more than 120 medals. Being a team leader or just in the team, in all different aspects, from sports, academics, non-academics, many things. But this doesn't mean my leadership doesn't have any flaws or any gray area. There are things I'm still working on, or I'm trying to find more efficient ways for it. Like, my leadership style has a process. If I have an objective, I have a way of approaching start, middle, and end, right? So for the start and the middle, I use 90% the best of my potential. The 90% of my investments are in the start and the middle, because the ending part, I try to keep it very simpler. The easy the ending is, the more chances are to win. Correct? Yeah. So I use 90% of my potential here. In 2017, I was approaching to the end of my objectives. So all the hard work I did for years, uh, 10, 12, 15 years, in 2017, it was a time when I need to end the objective. And yes, those things, my plans were very simpler, because all the hard work I already did before. But it didn't go that way. 2017 was a massive failure for me. It wasn't a failure. I didn't lost anything, but it's like just it success didn't happen for me. I didn't score any medal, maybe one or two. Uh, Not any great success in that year. Now, I had, if I could, in that year, I had one bad day. Okay, happens 2 bad days happens, 3 bad days, 4 bad days, 5 bad days. It never happens. That means there is a problem with the process now. And I could never figure out what was the reason of my failure. It's just hard luck, something. I'm not defending my failure. Just if even today I think about it, I just couldn't justify why didn't things didn't happen for me. Every day I woke up, I lost something, or drawback or something. So I changed my plan a bit. I introduced a new thing. So what it was a very temporary thing, hit and trial. I call it a stop method. I didn't end my plans. Like it's not working, I'll shift to something. I pause things for time. And just because of that, I didn't have any losses, but success didn't happen for me. And even today I'm still figuring out a way for it, because if it happens now, tomorrow, I have no solid plan for it. Let's see. Uh, just working on the gray areas. It's very important, and this thing, my leadership, uh, I still have it. These limitations right now, and I'm still need to figure it out how to sort this thing out. Uh, Regardless of it, keeping in regard of it, sorry. Uh, Overall, being a leader, I had a huge success. So many medals, so many international charisma, so many accomplishments, so many international columns, so many research, so many conferences. Overall, it was a good success for me, but sometimes I'm not really proud of it, because whatever I achieved in my life, it was way above my level, way above my level. And I'm sure you will never find a 19-year-old guy who is giving a theories on time traveling. You will never find a guy who has so many successful international research before even I'm not a graduate right now. It's because people believe me and in me as a leader. I don't know why. Because they believe that I have that aura of simply giving simple solution for the most complex problems. I have an aura of keeping everyone on single page, that everyone works to the maximum efficiencies. And because I am result oriented, because my record shows a great success, so everyone wants me regardless of my basics, because uh, basics means those things which don't come in my domain. They just want me to be a leader. It's really appreciating, but sometimes it's not that favorable for me. Overall, that's what my leadership is all about. uh, I'll appreciate a feedback for things I need to work on, or I can still introduce. Thank you.